Okay, so now we're looking at what happens when we change our graphs of our normal distributions. So I can see on this actually that I've extended out, so I'm going to change my window to go out to -10, because now what I'm doing is I'm changing the mean. So let's look at what happens when we change the mean. And in this case I wrote 4, but remember that our normal distribution is determined based on variance, which is standard deviation squared. So this is similar to writing 5, 2 squared for my normal distribution. So down here, that's the same as -2, 2 squared, 8, 2 squared, over in set 2, 5, 3 squared, and 5, 1 squared. So remember, we always want the number that's being squared for when we're putting it in our calculator. So let's come into our calculator. I want to keep that first one. And now I want to change, in these first two examples, I want to change the mean and see what happens to the graph. So distribution, norm PDF, X, and now I'm going to change to -2 and keep the 2. And I'm going to change my window to go from -10. All right, let's look at those graphs. So my original, here's my mean over around 5. And now we've graphed this one, and our mean has shifted to the left, and now our mean is at -2. Let's see what happens when we add in the third one. Predict what you think is going to happen when we now make a third graph with a mean at 8. So now we're adding the third one, and our graph is hopefully going to appear. I do not see it. Oh, because it did not enter. All right, let's try that again. Distribution. All right, X value is X. 8, 2. Let's paste it. All right, so now let's graph it. There's our first two. Here comes our third. And so when we change the mean to 8, my whole graph shifts down until it's centered around 8. So pause your video now and add these to your drawing. So this was the one with the mean at 5. So here we had our mean at 5. So add in your pictures when the mean is at -2 and when the mean is at 8. And then we're going to come back and do the next video.